Music's greatest songs. Greatest songs. Worth covering. Original classic hitmakers.
Okay, if you love Eurodance, if you love beats, if you love dance music, you're going to know this song because it's had about 150 million. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but you know where I'm going with this. Re-releases, mega mixes, mixes of mega mixes, and mixes of those mixes of mega mixes. It's like the continue club party tune that is mixed by everyone and hugely famous. I've also got some crazy stats around it, like it was the most played song in America in this particular year. It's just boom, boom, boom. And actually quite interesting because Big Hass last week went, you've got to do La Bouche, because I was doing the producer who actually put La Bouche together, and that's the name of the band I'm about to talk about. And I was like, La who? And he went, La Bouche, Anna, La Bouche. So off I went to research La Bouche, and here we go. This is what I'm going to do. Such an interesting story behind the whole thing. There's this song, Be My Lover, which is by far their biggest song, which is completely right, Hass, because he was pointing me in that direction. And then there is the band La Bouche. There's two stories. Let me start with La Bouche, which is French for the mouth and pronounced La Bouche, I think.
No, you're right.
It's right?
Yeah, Bouche.
Because the way it's spelt, when you try and do the pronunciation, I'm a voiceover artist and I'm looking at that going,
Maybe
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Maybe
well, La Bouche
Le
means
Bouche.
mouth in French.
Right. So there we go. We're going to go with Bouche. La, obviously, which means it's feminine. Interesting. They are a German electronic dance music duo, but that doesn't mean they are both German. Let me take you down that story. So this is Be My Lover. This is their biggest one, followed by Song, by the way, followed by Sweet Dreams, followed by You Won't Forget Me, and then Tonight Is the Night. Those are the four songs, but they've got more. It's just that those four were really big. They were founded in 1994, and the producer who put them together was Frank Farian. Now, this man did Boney M, and he did a couple of other ones as well. The man knows a sound. So when this particular song sort of swished across his desk, in whatever form it went to him, he went, get those people, I want them now, signed them up to a label, and off he went. He worked together with a techno DJ called Yuli Brenner, and also there was an Amir Saraf, a producer, and they put the music together. And the singer that you hear is a singer American called Melanie Thornton, and there was a singer-rapper there called Lane McRae, and he fronted the act. So Thornton and McRae, and so that's Melanie and what did I just call him? Lane. So Thornton and McRae, they'd already worked together. And here's the thing, they knew each other. I mean, musicians do anyway, especially session musicians, of which they've both been, working and dipping their toes in. And of course you do, you're a musician. So they knew each other prior. And then, of course, they got together with Frank, the German Farian producer, and they created La Bouche. Melanie Thornton left La Bouche in 2000 to continue her singing career as solo. And the really sad thing about that is that she started to gain real traction and do really, really well. She was recording a song for a huge fizzy drink company, but also I think they were more a sponsor of an event. She got on an aeroplane, and that was the end of that. And that was in Switzerland, and she lost her life on that aeroplane. The sad thing about that is the song that she was about to promote and be part of then was her biggest hit, of course, and got to number 3. But going back to the band, also 2015, McRae, because McRae is still continuing to tour the world as La Bouche. He just wants to keep the brand alive. But they also in 2015 plucked this Hungarian singer called Sophie Cairo out of complete obscurity and said, right, now you're the official singer of La Bouche. And off she goes, and she's now touring the world singing all these famous songs in the shoes of Melanie, which is, it's quite nice that they got someone like that. But the beginnings of it were La Bouche, 1994. Vocalists Thornton and McRae got together over in Germany, and they actually worked together on a band called Groovin' Affairs. And while touring with that band, that's when they started mixing with other session musicians, and then they met Frank, and everything went from there. Let's talk about the song, because the song is part of their history, and I love this story. So it's Be My Lover, and it was released in March of 1995, and they wrote it together, by the way. It was their second single from their first album, but it remains their most successful hit, next to Sweet Dreams. It was then dubbed into mega mixes everywhere. Tracks just, every DJ's heaven. Everyone got hold of it. Everyone did remix versions. It then went to the United States and reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. Then it topped the Billboard Hot Dance Club Play for 2 whole weeks in December. And then the single hit number 1 in Germany, Sweden. It got to the Euro Hot Chart as well. And then it sold 6 million copies worldwide. And it just kept on getting bigger and bigger. But the funny thing about it is when these two met, Lane McRae was in the US Air Force and he was on active duty. So she'd moved, Melanie Thornton had moved from America to Germany, and she's appearing as a guest vocalist on all these sort of dance pop recordings. So they form a band, they start working together, and the whole thing, because by the way, this Frank Farian also invented and created Milli Vanilli, as well as Boney M. That cracks me up. I'm doing Milli Vanilli tomorrow.
No, don't.
I want to.
No.
Come on.
They don't deserve it, fam. Unless you're making a joke, yeah.
Well, yeah, but...
they're a joke.
So I've heard this,
They're
but
a joke.
I don't know much. And if they
they're
are
a
a
joke.
joke, then we should tell the story of the joke.
Yeah, do the joke. It's a comedy thing, for sure. Like a comedy segment. Not the music, great.
But do you know who
I can't
Milli
play this.
Vanilli are just...
Greatest songs.
Sorry.
Greatest songs. Worth covering.
Nope.
Original classic
Really?
hit makers.
It'll be another segment. It'll be like, hey, let's make fun of music. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, fam, it's known. It's not like me talking. It's, you know when memes happen, like, and they want to make fun of somebody?
They do Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, that. And rappers, when they want to compare somebody with somebody, Milli Vanilli. It's always a...
But that's a story that needs to be told, right? We should cover all music.
It's not great though. Like that's like the story about music greats and what it stands for and what it is. So I think you definitely need to tell the story, but not under
just
the music.
Just don't play that liner.
Yeah.
Or don't play the greatest.
No,
liner.
but I mean it's your thing, fam. Like but yeah,
I'm just really interested because I'm really interested with this German producer Frank Farian that can produce Boney M, who are legends. I mean, the hits that came out of that band are nothing short of miracles. And then Milli Vanilli. Amazing. Anyway, so then he produces Eurodance duo La Bouche as well. Back to what we're talking about. And the challenge of it was because McRae was on duty in the US Air Force, they had to keep recording around that. And it was a challenge, apparently. But they went on and they became one of the most popular Eurodance acts of the mid-90s, while one of them was still serving in the US Air Force. That's amazing, isn't it? I love that story. So now let's hear the song that made them absolutely huge. Proper dance tune. Turn it up. It's 6:20. It's Sunday night. What have you got to lose? Enjoy the song. It's Be My Lover on the Music Greats on Yalla Home Pulse 95.
If you liked this episode of Yalla Home, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.